Hey guys, it's Sophie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Sorry I couldn't get an actual intro and outro for this video, but basically in today's video we are going to be working on some more ribbon handling. If you missed my previous video, I covered all the basics with ribbon, so if you are a beginner looking for something a little easier, be sure to go check out that video, but today we are going to be doing a little bit more advanced technique with ribbon. You don't need to be warmed up at all for this tutorial, you're just going to need your ribbon and a little bit more space compared to the other apparatus, so let's just get started. If you recall from the last video, we started off with learning the basic movement that is spirals. So in this video, we're going to start off with a different variation of spirals. Instead of having the ribbon out in front of you, you'll line the stick up with your arm, and the pattern of the ribbon is actually going to be behind you. You can keep your arm bent for this one, and I like to guide the pattern using my pointer finger. So you'll just repeat this circular motion of the wrist to help create the spirals, which should look like what I just showed you, and we're going to be doing this for 20 seconds with the right hand. Switching to the left hand now, we'll just try out the same movement with the other hand for the next 20 seconds. You can also turn while you're doing this one. It might help keep the pattern away from you and prevent the ribbon from getting caught on itself. Up next, we're going to build on these circles above your head from the last video, and so you can start off by doing these big circles, but eventually you'll want to make the circles smaller and smaller until they're almost like spirals around your arm. It is hard to keep this one going for a long time because you can easily get tangled in the ribbon, so you can slowly move your arm out of the pattern as you're doing this. So we're going to work on this 5 times with each hand, starting off with the right hand. You always want to start with bigger circles and then gradually tighten the pattern, because if you try it the other way around, you'll most likely wrap yourself up in the ribbon. It's also important to remember to continue the pattern as you're bringing your arm out, rather than stopping the pattern because, again, you're going to get tangled. And now switching to the left hand, I'm just going to practice this a couple times and then repeat 4 or 5 times. So for the next movement, we'll build on this movement that we worked on in the last video where we're walking over the pattern of the ribbon. Now we're going to keep the same idea here but do a bit more of an advanced version. So we're starting without the ribbon just to get an idea of the footwork. It is pretty hard to explain, so just try to follow along with what I'm doing on the screen right now. But essentially you'll be taking 3 steps, starting with the right foot, and you'll be turning to the right for the second step. We'll just repeat this 5 times with the ribbon in your right hand. This one might take a while to coordinate and get the hang of, but just keep working on it and you'll get it eventually. Okay, we're now going to try the same movement out with the ribbon in your left hand. So the first step is going to be with your left foot now, and then when it comes to the second step, you'll start turning towards the left. I spent a lot of time off camera trying to figure out this movement on the left side, so definitely don't be discouraged if you can't get it right away because it took me a long time to teach this to myself. But again, we're just doing this 5 times. And just as a little bonus here, or if you have enough space, you can try to continue beyond the 3 steps and just continue turning while you hop over the ribbon like that. So the next thing we're going to do now is building on these échappés we learned in the last video. So last time we just did the simple échappés above your head, but today the motion of the ribbon is going to be in front of you. So you'll flip the stick in front of you, tossing it from hand to hand as it flips in the air. You can just practice the motion of passing it from hand to hand instead of tossing the stick just to get a hang of it. So yeah, you can try this out a few times before moving on to the actual échappé, but we'll do the actual échappé 10 times, alternating hands each time. One tip when doing these échappés is to initially push the stick not just inwards, towards your other hand, but also push it a little bit upwards so that the stick is almost floating up when it's in the air. Now the last thing we're going to work on is a boomerang. Now there are many different ways you could approach this, and I'll get to that in a second, but the one way we're going to work on now is just by holding the stick in one hand and the end of the ribbon in the other hand. You'll then grab the ribbon by just underneath the stick, and then from there you can throw it. And once the stick just touches the ground, you'll pull it back towards you. It's important to wait and make sure the stick touches the ground before you pull it back. Oh, my ribbon got stuck in the tree. And then when you're pulling the stick back down, make sure to keep your arm by your side, because if you pull your arm to the side, the ribbon is going to go to the side. So I'm just going to show you a few different ways you can prepare for the boomerang. You can do one of these 2 options that I'm about to show you where you're holding both ends of the ribbon. Or you can do a normal, simple throw with the ribbon and catch the end of the ribbon while it's in the air. Of course, this one is going to be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, we'll just work on this a few more times, whichever way you want. Yeah. This just goes to show that the throw version is harder. And that's it. Great job. And that is going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this helpful. I have now officially covered everything with hoop, ball, clubs, and ribbon, so comment down below if you have any other suggestions for tutorial videos that you want to see from me, because I definitely love to make them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and comment down below, as it would really help me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe, turn on my post notifications, and I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye!